away. Drop the pick in your hand right now. Sir, move. Drop the pick or I'll fucking shoot you. When at gunpoint, not compliant. Hey, drop the fucking pick. Shot fired.
The situation escalates in seconds. Officers are already engaged, giving clear commands to a subject they identify as a Hispanic male wearing long hair, a black sweater with a white front and jeans. The tension is immediate. There is no build-up, no negotiation that lingers, just rapid, forceful commands cutting through the noise of a fast-moving confrontation. What begins as repeated instructions to drop an object quickly turns into something far more serious. Officers are shouting for compliance, trying to control a rapidly unfolding scene where a simple item in someone's hand is being treated as a potential threat. The language is urgent, sharp, and repeated. Drop it, get on the ground, move. But the subject does not comply. Instead, the officers escalate their commands, warning that force will be used if the situation doesn't change immediately. The word gunpoint is stated clearly in the flow of the confrontation, signaling that weapons are already drawn and the stakes have reached a critical level. The distance between control and chaos is shrinking fast. Then, everything tightens even further. A single phrase cuts through the chaos: shot fired. In an instant, the dynamic of the entire encounter changes. What was already a high-pressure confrontation becomes a full critical incident. Every movement, every command, every second now carries consequences that cannot be reversed. The focus remains locked on the subject and the object in his hand, which officers continue to identify and command him to drop. The repetition is relentless. Drop the pen, drop it, get on the ground. The instructions are no longer just about compliance. They are about preventing further escalation and regaining control of a scene that is slipping away in real time. Amid the shouting, there is confusion. At one point, it becomes clear that the object being treated as a threat may not be what it initially appeared to be. The commands shift towards identifying it correctly. It's a pen. That realization introduces a sharp contrast to the intensity of the response, highlighting how quickly perception and danger can collide in a high-stress moment like this. But even with that clarification, the situation is already in motion. Officers continue to order the subject to the ground, to drop the object, to stop resisting. The verbal commands overlap, creating a layered wall of urgency. Get on the ground, back up, drop it now. The subject is brought under control as officers move in closer. The scene is crowded with rapid instructions, physical positioning, and attempts to secure the individual safely. The energy is still high, but it begins to shift from active confrontation to containment. Then comes confirmation. Custody is made. The subject is restrained, and officers maintain control of the situation. Even after the immediate threat phase passes, the emotional weight of what just happened is still present in the background. The adrenaline of the encounter is still visible in the reactions, in the fragmented exclamations, in the shock that follows a rapidly evolving incident. What stands out most is how fast everything unfolded. A routine interaction escalated into a gunpoint confrontation in seconds, driven by uncertainty over an object in hand and the refusal to comply with repeated commands. The officers were forced to make split-second decisions in a situation where perception and reality were dangerously close together. In the aftermath, the scene stabilizes. The subject is in custody and officers begin to regain composure, but the intensity of what just occurred does not disappear immediately. Moments like this often leave behind more than just a resolved incident. They leave questions about perception, communication, and how quickly misunderstandings can spiral into life-threatening encounters. This is one of those situations where every second mattered, where commands were repeated not out of frustration but necessity, and where a single object, mistaken or not, was enough to push a confrontation to the edge of force in real time.